B-boy. From the old to the new, still a B-boy. Too bold for the school, still a B-boy. East Coast to the West, B-boys worldwide. We supposed to be blessed, still a B-boy.
This week, we're heading west to talk about a group who was a major part of Death Row Records in their heyday. You first heard them on The Chronic, and then Doggystyle, then finally Daz and Kurupt got their own record. From that classic debut to their newest just a year ago, tonight, top 10 Dogg Pound songs. So just Dogg Pound, not their solo joints, just Dogg Pound albums. And there's more than you think. Joining me, as always, Ravens in the house, we got Brad. We got Riplack, we got Ben, full house. So let's get the show on the road. And my number 10, I never thought I would pick anything from it. I hated this album when it came out. That I still owned it and didn't like pawn it for $1 back in the day. I was surprised I had it. But that's 2001's 2002. And I hate albums that are pieced together by record companies after the artists leave with all the unreleased stuff. Like Ramplot did that with Scarface, and there's many examples. And not only am I surprised I picked something from here, I picked a song Change the Game remix featuring Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel, and Memphis Bleak. And I don't know why, every time I heard it, I just like loved it. And I had to look in the mirror. I had to be, I'm at a point in my life, I got to be honest. I can't lie to myself anymore. And I'm like, I like this, even though it's Jay-Z, Memphis Bleak. It's all over a Rick Rock beat. It's just a feel-good song, and I just had to get it on there. But other than that, there's a few that are okay on here, but this is a pretty forgetful record. So number 10, Change the Game remix with the Jigga Man. Number 10 for you, Brad.
All right. Well, it is Christmas time, and I wanted to bring a Dogg Pound Christmas song. I wish. So yeah, I've had this in my collection. It's not great. It's okay. But hey, there's not a lot of Christmas music I'll listen to, so this is Merry Christmas, I Wish by the Dogg Pound. It's actually a really good song. A little religious, which I was like, oh man, but whatever. We'll let it pass because it's Christmas time.
It is a cool. I always thought that album cover was cool with the logo guy with the Santa outfit on. All right, Raven, you're in at number 10.
Number 10, I went to 2024's We All We Got, which I had not heard until we did this. I didn't even know it had come out. It kind of surprised me. It starts out really strong and then kind of fizzles out for me, but it starts out really strong. But I went with the title track, We All We Got. I just like the beat a lot, and it has a great vibe to it. Snoop's on it. Snoop does well. I think Snoop's on every song on actually quite a few of their later albums, but
Right.
yeah, it was that was one of the standouts for me. That album starts out really, really strong though.
Okay, we are to Ben, number 10.
10, went to dog food, and I had to put, from back in the day, I had to put Bomb Ass Pussy on.
I knew you were gonna say it.
I now that I'm older, a little different, but we used to bump the shit out of that. So yeah, I had to put it on just because.
Now that you're older, you don't like Bomb Ass?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Oh, I'm just saying. I don't.
Middle-aged men can like bomb ass pussy too.
I still
I
love
sure
it.
do. I
But
sure
I don't
do.
know if I have to have a song tell me I do.
Keep it moving. Riplack, number 10.
Yeah, I went from We All We Got, Who the Hardest, with Lady of Rage, RBX, Snoop Dogg, and DPG. Lady of Rage, holy shit, crushed it. So hearing that song, it's like she had the lyricism of kind of the flow of Kurupt, and then have Kurupt follow that right behind her. I felt really bad for RBX. Decent verse, but like maybe he should have opened it. Because I don't mind snooping at the end because it's Snoop, but Daz obviously killed it. It was good song. Lady of Rage kicked it off too, and just Kurupt kill. It could have ended after Kurupt.
Well, going through this, I also was thinking you could almost do a top 10 Lady of Rage features because she just destroys everyone.
It's stupid.
I mean,
to get on there and hang with Kurupt like that, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, she's super dope, and her name will get brought up again. But I don't think yet. Nope. I'm going to go to my number 9, an album I liked more than I remember when I bought it, and that's 2007's Dog Shit. And I'm going with the song Anybody Killa featuring The Game. It's a haunting beat by Daz, just straight G shit. And I love Daz's production. He's underrated, I believe, as a producer. And it was just by happenstance that now there's this big feud between him and Snoop trying to, take his royalties. That just happened as a happy accident while we're recording this. So maybe that'll bring up views. But Daz's production is a shit. I think this album aged really well. It might be my second favorite after Dog Food. That's how much I was feeling dog shit. What a what a sentence. That's how much I was feeling dog shit. My number nine, anybody kill it with the game. Game kills it. All right. Brad, number nine.
All right. So I went to, I don't even know what year.
Six.
Cali Active, the Dog Pound, triple vinyl. And this was actually probably the album I liked the best after Dog Food. But I chose Keep It Gangsta. Kurupt's verse on there is so fucking good. Like he's talking about Nosferatu and vampiric thought and all this. I mean, it's just dope. I mean, I really picked it because Kurupt just glued that track away. Awesome song, great record.
Raven, number nine.
I'm gonna go to what I think is their second best album. To my surprise, is 2012's DP Geology. I like almost every song on that album, and I had to keep kicking them to the mentions because there was so many songs from that album. I was just like, man, this feels like old Dog Pound to me. It was the closest that I had heard up to that point. But I went with Where I Know You Like, featuring 2 Chainz, and it's because I really like the beat. It is very 2012 radio feeling, that beat is, but 2 Chainz kills it on that beat, and I don't know, I just thought all three of them sounded awesome on it, and that was one of my standouts from it.
Well, at least that album's getting brought up. I didn't get into anything on my list. Okay, Ben, what's your number nine?
Nine, I'm still on Dog Food, and I know it was more of one of their more popular hits, but New York, New York, just too smooth not to put on. I know it was pretty popular, but yeah, just a dope ass track, very smooth. Number nine.
Honorable mention. I wanted this on so bad because for them in '95 to flip Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five's New York, New York as
Mhm.
this West Coast group during the beef East and
Yeah,
West
yeah,
took big balls. And then the video they're like smashing like Godzilla through New York.
yeah.
That was so ill at the time.
And
Um,
if I remember, weren't shots fired on the video set?
yes, I think Snoop's trailer got shot at. That was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that was crazy that they flipped, people who knew the Grandmaster Flash song. That was Ben. Riplack, number nine.
I liked it back then. I like it now. Some bomb ass pussy. We already talked about it. I mean, the title itself. No, you know it's going to be a good song. So
All right, number eight. And I'm just one behind you, Brad. Keep It Gangsta from 2006. Callie is active, and Lady of Rage, who is still as dope as she ever was. The beat by Superfly, kind of like the last pick with the game. They all bring it. Like on Anybody Kill It, I think Game's my favorite verse, and I Keep It Gangsta Rage might be my favorite verse, and that's maybe why it didn't go
Overdose.
higher. But when she's flowing and they scratch and hammered, you can't touch this. It got me every time. Just the way they brought that in perfectly. Just West Coast gangster rap. Lady of Rage, so underrated. Keep It Gangsta. My number eight. What is yours, Brad?
All right, so I am going to 2002. This album isn't that bad. I know it's a piece together album, but it's all the old classic stuff. And there was a lot of songs I could have picked from here. I wanted to get one, and initially I was going to pick the first one, and then I just Doggin came on, and Nate Dogg was singing, and I was like, yeah, that's the track, that's the one off this record, or 2001, right, or 2002, I don't know, but whatever it's called.
That was an honorable mention. Just dogging. That would have been my other pick if not for Change the Game remix. Okay, we are still on eight. Looking at my list, I think Raven's up.
I went to Dog Food, which is their best album. But yeah, I went with the single "Let's Play House" with Michelle. I had to get it on here. They had Nate Dogg in there singing. It was just really, really good radio song. I love that beat. It never gets old. I love that shit. I can sing along with it anytime.
The hook's in my head right now. That was an honorable mention. Didn't make the list, but classic Dog Pound. Although I always thought you get Michelle singing and then Nate comes in, and I'm always like, Nate makes Michelle sound not very good. Like,
Yeah,
just kick Michelle off. You don't
but
really need her.
that's what Nate did all the time, though, to anybody else on the
That
track with
is
him.
true. And 95, I think she was still fucking Shug, so she could.
Yeah,
They were like, yeah, you can be on any song you want, Michelle.
right. Just get in the studio.
Yeah, and whatever you want to do, it's fine. Number 8 for you, Ben.
8 went to dog shit with Get Out of My Way. Just a hype beat, almost like a No Limit Master P style beat. I feel like it was a little more that kind of sound, but yeah, off that album, that's what I ended up picking. So,
All right, Rip Black, what's your number 8?
My number 8 is Gangsta Rap featuring Crooked Eye. I don't know. Sometimes I'm not all the way in the mood for the song, so it kind of almost didn't make the list, but I'm a gigantic Crooked Eye fan. When I really actually take the time to listen to it, I really do love it. I think it's got a great beat. Just got to be in the right mood for it.
As much as I said I don't like 2002, that was an honorable mention as well. So I had 2 honorable mentions from that record. But yeah, Crooked Eye, known as King Crooked now, just amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure you know I'm a huge Corrupt and Crooked Eye fan. So
Okay, number 7. And for the first time, I'm going to that classic 1995's Dog Food. Oh, this is a 5 mic album. And I'm going with the song Respect. I know you're bobbing your head because I can see you. Right from that, right when you hear Dre saying that, it just hits you. It's like, oh shit. The whole list could have almost been this album. That G-Funk beat by Daz, they ride it perfectly. Just gangster rap in its prime, Death Row still in its prime. They only had a couple more years of prime Death Row, and this was right in the middle of that. Man, Respect, just love that shit. You still had Dre in the mix. Damn, so I know you're bobbing your head because I can see ya. You can't see me. What's number 7 for you, Brand?
All right. So I'll talk a little bit about this. So more Christmas. Death Row was all about Christmas. They had a doggy style Christmas promo. They released this Murder Was the Case on regular black vinyl, and then they released the this was the Music Was the Gift They Gave Me, and came out in green and red colored vinyl, which was really cool back then. You didn't get back then colored vinyl was not something that you saw all the time. So kind of a cool thing to have. Anyways, this soundtrack is awesome. Got some great songs on it. The first one I chose from it was Who Got Some Gangsta Shit with Snoop Dogg and the Dog Pound, which is a really great song, but not the best Dog Pound song on this record. Foreshadowing.
What's interesting is I had Morning Music be that soundtrack the other day, and Surreal posted a picture of he had that vinyl. He's like, I have the Christmas version, and I hadn't remembered that. So it's funny now I've seen it from 2 different people. And there's a Christmas style doggy style.
Oh yeah,
I
yep.
don't think I've seen that either. Huh.
Yeah, it's a
Looking.
green vinyl. Yeah, I bought every single Death Row whatever that came out back in the 90s. And yeah, there's the Christmas album, there's that Christmas, and then there's the Christmas it's a promo that they sent out. And I can't remember what it has, like a wreath on the cover, and it's a green vinyl of Doggystyle. That was just a promo sent out to like record execs and people like that.
Okay, number 7 for you, Raven.
I went with Anybody Killer featuring The Game, because it's got that dope old school feel, that dope simple hook, and it's probably my favorite Game verse of all time. The Game just absolutely fucking kills that beat and just sounded awesome on there with him. So Anybody Killer.
He does kill it. We are still on 7. Looking at my list. Ben, what is your number 7?
I went to the Dillinger and Young Gotti record with DPG. Just a super dope gangster feel. Not much else to say. Just
That was my one honorable mention from that record. I wasn't a huge fan of that record. They had another one the year after too that was
yeah.
I thought that was a pretty good album, to be honest.
Did you? All right, Rip Black, number 7.
I got New York, New York. Even when
Nice.
Ben mentioned it, it kind of popped. That beat pops in my head right off the bat.
So
Um,
so smooth.
it's a good solid song from that album.
Yeah, not only the whole album, but like those first like 6, 7 songs are all such high caliber. It like never lets you down. You're waiting to get let down and it just keeps going. Okay, we're at the end of the list, so we are to number 6. And I'm going back to 2006's Cali is Active. And I'm going with Throwing Up to Sea. I almost threw something up. I gotta remember not to throw gang signs up on my podcast. But Throwing Up to Sea, the beat by Superfly, I just love it. And Superfly is so underrated as well. He's had his hands in so much West Coast hip hop, especially 90s era into the 2000s. Superfly is the shit. It's a faster paced beat, but they both ride it perfectly. They kill it. I've always loved Daz's flow. I mean, Corrupt is more of a lyricist, but I always thought Daz had the smoothest flow, and it didn't even matter really what he was saying. He just is so smooth. The delivery and flow of Daz's voice to me is just smooth as silk. It's a simple but effective gangster rap hook, and just one of them songs, jump in your 6'4" and bump this shit down Crenshaw. But don't throw up any gang signs. So, throwing up to C, my number 6, Brad. What is yours?
All right, let's start off with how Death Row and Tupac got connected. The Above the Rim soundtrack was the first time I think Pac was contracted to put a song in there, and maybe it didn't end up on there and ended up on the gang related soundtrack, and then maybe there was one that was a bonus called Pain. But we're talking about Dog Pound for Life, which is the Dog Pound track that's on Above the Rim, which is a really awesome song. And wanted to bring out that was, I think, how Suge Knight kind of got his way or into knowing Tupac, and then when Tupac got arrested, ended up bailing him out and getting him on death row. But that was how the friendship started. I think on the Dog Pound album, in the credits, it might even say thank you to Tupac in there as well too, if I remember.
It killed me not to get that on. It was an honorable mention. And that Tupac Pain song was supposed to be a B-side of Regulate, but it was listed and then it was not the correct song, right? Am I
So
remembering this right?
yeah, there's a bonus 12-inch, and half of them were pressed correct. Some very few of them were pressed correctly, and actually has Pain with which is Tupac and Stretch, and then many of them, most of them were pressed wrongly, even though it says Tupac Pain. It's actually Warren G Nate Dogg Regulators on there, but it's like a little bonus 12-inch. It's not any specific like single. I've showed it on a video here
Yeah.
before.
I didn't even
And
I have it, but I didn't even think to grab mine either. I've got the misprint. I don't have the one with Pac on it, unfortunately.
oh, and that Pac song's so damn good,
But
Pain.
It's one of
but
his
Pain's
best.
on the cassette though too, right?
Yeah, it was on the tape.
I just knew there was something with vinyls getting pressed
I,
incorrectly
I had to buy like 2 or 3 of those till I
to
finally
get.
got one that's the right one on
See,
there.
the one I bought was listed as with pain, so I bought it, and it definitely does not have pain on
Yeah,
it. So I didn't want to
most
risk it
sellers
again for what I paid for that one. But
most sellers don't know. You have to, like, if you're buying it off Discogs, you have to look in the comments and say correctly has Pain on there, and then they'll charge you a premium for it as well too.
Mhm. Raven, what is your number 6?
I went to 2001's Dillinger and Young Gotti, which is actually probably my third or fourth favorite from them. I thought that was a really solid album. I went with We Live in Gangsta Like with Exhibit because it's got a good old school vibe, the dope beat. It's got that female vocal and hook to it that kind of reminds me of like the Let's Play House almost. And Exhibit was awesome on that track.
Mr. Consistent. That's how I look at Exhibit. He's just
Oh
always
yeah,
consistent. He never lets you down. He might not be your favorite verse, but he's just consistent as
he's
hell.
gonna be Exhibit.
He's going to be Exhibit. No doubt about it. All right, Ben, what hit number 6 on your list?
6 went back to dog food, Dog Pound Gangsters, just pure dope gangster vibe.
That
Uh,
low,
that low.
that low.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had other shit that
Fair
was
enough, fair enough.
yeah, number 6.
Great song. Great
I,
first.
I had to fuck it up again.
No. I was just fucking with you. That's just in my opinion, might be the best example of how to open a fucking album.
Oh
Is
yeah,
that song right
yeah.
there?
It's a great way to
Yeah,
open an
yeah, yeah.
album.
Great, yeah, great way to kick off that record. And then my list did change a little bit from last week with a couple, and that was one of them. I think I had it at 3 before, but now it's at 6.
I was going to
I can
ask,
respect it.
I know the answer from Brad and Raven, but I was going to ask if people's list changed from last when we had to reschedule it till this week, if you used that. Mine didn't, although I kept listening to Dog Pound. Um,
I had 7 songs change. Like you
that's
leave the
crazy.
list. Yeah, that's how much more I ended up
Well,
listening to some of that.
shows how many dope songs they had. You forget how many albums there were. At least I kind of did, even though I have most of them. But I just buy. I've bought so many things that I just buy it and then it just sits and I forget that
Puts
I
on the
have,
shelf.
yeah, that I have dog shit or whatever.
And I laugh.
That's a joke that keeps on giving. Number 6 for you, Riblack.
I think this came up twice. Anybody Killer with the Game, super hard West Coast gangster rap, just like I love the game, especially when back when he was a gangster.
We are to the halfway point. So, number 5, for the first and only time, I'm going to 2024's WEG. Is it WEG? But you don't spell WEG with the other W. It's been bothering me all day. We got. And I wasn't a fan of this. The rapping was fine, but I know Daz did no beats, and I even realized that before all this beef started happening recently. And it just didn't sound sonically like a Dog Pound album. But the song "Who the Hardest," it's like a posse track. It's got Lady of Rage, Snoop, RBX, and DJ Premier on the beat, which even should contradict what I'm saying about this record, but it's primo. So even West Coast artists are gonna sound great. And it's just a dope posse track to see who's the hardest. Snoop opens just like, who's the hardest motherfucking DPG? And they all just kill it on the mic. Reminds me of those old posse tracks from the early Death Row days, like on Chronic and Doggystyle. And they even made a music video for it, which I thought was cool. And my last note is, man, Lady of Rage is so dope. So who the hardest is the one
So,
WAG song I got.
AK,
Uh,
who do you think was the hardest on that track then? I think you might have just answered it, but I want to know.
Lady of Rage.
Okay. All right, we're on the same page.
Yeah, she almost steals every song she's on. I mean, she's so damn good. Okay, number 5 for you, Brad.
All right. So I've already showed the Murder Was the Case soundtrack, but the other song on there is What Would You Do? But it's also on lots of other things because it was like their big hit. They got nominated for a Grammy. So very best of Death Row. It's also on this is the original press of Death Row's greatest hits. And then I also bought the clear vinyl remix of Death Row's greatest
First
hits.
time.
So, and then I have a sealed copy of the original too. That's how crazy about Death Row I am. Anyways, what would you do? It's a fucking awesome song. It was nominated for a Grammy. It was the big hit for them. Besides whatever their hits off Dog Food were.
Yeah, and they're dissing, Easy's Camp, Ruthless Records. Easy comes back and flips that song to diss them back. But I'm getting off track. Number 5 for you, Raven.
So for me, I went to the 2001s to 2002. For the only time, I was not a fan of that album really at all. But I really like the song Gangster Rap because all the bitches love gangster rap. I really like that beat and vibe. It's got that like fun summer shit feel to it. And Corrupt, he just goes fucking off. Like he's just nasty in this track. The eye spray clips, shots fly quicker than spaceships and shape shift your facial matrix like a facelift. Like I want to steal that line. That shit's fucking fire. um, yeah, Corrupt was just he was fucking nasty back in the day, and I hate that album. By the way, it's really bad.
But it was near number 5, a song off of it.
That song is great, but that line alone is kind of what pulls that song to the list for me.
No, Corrupt's a lyricist, no doubt about it. When he's focused, he can really kill it. As anyone who's been around for decades, there's going to be spots that aren't as good as others, but all in all, he's above average MC. Number 5 for you, Ben.
5, I'm still on dog food with respect. I believe that was right. I believe it was right after Dog Pound Gangsters on the list. But
Yes.
yeah, just like you said, that the opening of that record just or like the
Perfect.
yeah, dope ass shit.
Number 5 for you, Riplack.
I got We All We Got, the dog. I'm a Dog. They had a sick ass video for it too. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. Just a good gangster straight up Daz Kurupt.
My number 4, for the second time, I'm going back to dog food. And I'm going with, man, I love this hook. Psycho like no. That hook always sticks in my head. It's just some straight gangsta shit. Gangsta as hell, beat by Daz. Such a dual threat. And it features Mr. Malik from Illegal. And if you ain't heard the Illegal album, Untold Truth, after
So
this
good.
podcast, go listen to it. It is a classic. Mr. Malik, Jamal were illegal, and they dropped a classic. But it's crazy that Mr. Malik from Illegal, East Coast, is on this Dog Pound record, but he fits right in with Daz and Corrupt. Doesn't change the vibe of it at all. It's just everything great about gangster rap, and go show some love to that Illegal album. So, but Psycho like no, my number 4. Brad, you are up.
All right. Well, I'm embarrassed to say that I don't have the vinyl for this. But
You should be.
I have fucking remedied it. I ordered it today. And this is one that made my list in between this week and next week. I don't even know how I never heard this song because it's like it should have been on Doggystyle. It is the track off of Poetic Justice and Don't Give a Fuck. Wow, what a fucking fabulous song. So fucking good. And I have the CD. I mean, at some point in my life, I heard it and listened to it, but I didn't bother to buy the record of it. I have no idea because I'm a huge Tupac fan and there's other great tracks on that record. So I've remedied the situation. Unfortunately, I'm paying today's prices for a record I could have gotten for $5 many years ago,
All
but
right.
whatever.
Number 4, you're up, Raven.
Number 4, I went to 1997 to the cassette maxi single from the Rhyme or Reason soundtrack with the Nothing But the Cavi hit remix with Mac 10.
I totally
My
forgot about that song.
Oh my God, dude. The remix is even better, but either version wrestled with making my list. Rhyme or Reason was such a good album. And yeah, Nothing But the Caveat. Mac 10 kills it. I've always loved Mac 10. And hearing him with Daz, because I was at the time I was a way bigger Daz fan. And it was like you said, his voice, his flow, he was just smooth no matter what. And he had that like that gentlemanly gangster vibe, like the old school type mobster
Right.
people, the Dillingers. But yeah, just Mac 10 kills this shit too. So shame on you for forgetting the Rhyme or Reason
So I
soundtrack.
didn't forget it. I didn't put it on my list because it made my Mac 10 list. And I was like, but absolutely, if
Yeah.
we hadn't done the Mac 10 list, that song would have been number 2 for sure. Not number 1, but number 2. That's a fucking awesome song. So good.
If I would have thought of it, it would have made my list. I can't believe that skipped past me. Damn. Such a good song. So I'm glad you brought it up because I spaced on it. Okay, Ben, what's your number 4?
4, I went to the Above the Rim soundtrack with Big Pimpin'. Just a great that's a perfect G Funk beat. And then Nate, that's one of my favorite Nate Dogg songs. Number 4.
4 for you, Rivalac.
All right, I finally got one off of Dillinger and Young Gotti. I got You're Just a BITCH. I like that hook. I like how the girl comes in behind them, condones it. Good song. Good song. Fits their vibe. I like the beat a lot. And it kicks off just straight out with that hook.
Okay, that leads us to top 3 already. So, amazingly, for the third time, I'm going to 2007's Dog Shit. And I'm going with This Gangsta Shit Is Ours. The word that comes to my mind every time this came on was epic. It just had this epic sound. And it's a beat by Daz, but it doesn't sound like your normal Daz beat. It's just, I don't know, that beat just grabs me and they both ride it so perfectly. It's a little bit faster, but not really a fast beat. It's hard to explain without hearing if you haven't heard it. The song just hits me every single time. Epic is the word that kept coming back. So this gangsta shit is ours. If nothing else, people listening, at least check that out if you don't check out anything else on Dog Shit. It is a unique song for the Dog Pound, but works perfectly. So that's my number three. What is yours, Brad?
We are finally here and we are not leaving. So this is the original test press of dog food. And I will have a different vinyl for each song. Interestingly, like I love every song that you guys have picked, and they all could have been in. And so it was whatever, because I think this album is so fucking good. And honestly, every song, like try except for my number one, which was my number one from the second you asked me to be on this thing. It could have been New York, New York. It could have been Respect. It could have been Psycho. Like no, it could have been any of those. But anyways, I chose Riding, Slipping and Sliding. I just love that beat. It just sounds so fucking good. Like almost every song on this record. This is a fabulous fucking record. So number one, Test Press, Riding, Slipping, Sliding.
Yeah, there's definitely no skips. Even the skits don't bother me, which a lot of time will take away from it. Raven, what was number three for you?
This is where it's starting getting a little hard because these two switched between three and two quite a bit. One never moved from the minute we started, but three I went with Respect from Dog Food. That's such a great fucking beat. The flows are just another perfect example of how 93 to 95 Dog Pound was literally flawless.
All right, Ben, what's your number three?
Three, I went to We All We Got was Smoke Up featuring Snoop. That shit is dope, dope, dope. The video is dope. Like I don't know, that was one of the ones that was higher before, and it came down more. Because I watched the video a couple more times. I don't know. I think all of them sound fantastic on that shit.
That was my number 11. That was definitely my number 11.
Yeah, it was get exactly where I had it before, but it made it up to three after I shuffled some stuff around. Plus, I have those same shoes that Snoop's wearing in it, so that's what made me watch the video more. Those Snoop Skechers.
Oh, do you have those? Nice.
Fuck yeah!
Is it the Doggystyle one? I don't know what he's wearing.
No, it's just like I got like 3 or 4 pairs of his, but like the ones on there like matched. It's just like a bandana pattern.
Okay,
Kind
like
of.
a blue man.
Yeah.
I know there's one that has the Doggystyle cover.
Yep.
On it. Those are the ones I was thinking.
Yep.
Rip Black, what hit number three on your list?
Number three, DPGCology. I got Bouncing. I like when they go over that like more chill ride and beat with that hard flow, but like they slow it up a little bit. I just like the song. It doesn't like blow my mind away, but
Second time that record got brought up, so which brings us to two. This was at one for a while, got moved to two, and that's 1994's Murder Was a Case soundtrack. What Would You Do? And what an amazing soundtrack. I mean, one of the most iconic soundtracks from the Cuban Dre Natural Born Killers. And you can go on and on. But this What Would You Do by the Dog Pound holds its own on a soundtrack full of amazing songs. Beat by Daz and Trey. They both worked on the beat. And in the video, they're driving a white Ford Bronco. This is 94, so OJ's just happened. And there's guys dressed as Eazy-E, and they're beating him down with baseball bats. It's the middle of their beef with Ruthless. And when I think Dog Pound, this is the song that always enters my head. What Would You Do? And like I said before, Easy would flip it and make a diss song of them with the same title. Man, this was number one for so long, but it got bumped. What Would You Do? A classic off a classic record. And this soundtrack also has a superior version of Murder Was the Case. I like the Doggystyle version, but this is like next level version of it. So Murder Was the Case. What Would You Do? What is your number two, Brad?
All right. I agree on the superior version of Murder Was the Case. So anyways, this is the original press of Dog Pound Dog Food. And I went with Smooth. Honestly, I feel like that's the last time that Snoop sounded as amazing as Doggystyle on anything. Plus, that beat is so fucking good. Like every time I can hear that song over and over and over and over again. It never gets old. Every time it comes on, you hear that radio station guy coming on, and I hear that beat kick in. It's just like pure bliss, pure fucking bliss. I love that song.
Yep, great track. Honorable mention. We'll cross that one off and go to Raven at number 2.
What would you do from the Murder Was the Case soundtrack? It's just that beat's perfect. I love that whole soundtrack. Definitely the superior version of Murder Was the Case on that soundtrack. I still got the VHS somewhere. I love the little dumbass mini movie that he put out.
Yeah.
That was a standout, and they held their own against, at the time, Snoop Dogg was the Titan over there. So I felt like that song from the Dogg Pound was every bit as good.
There you go.
Okay, number 2 for you, Ben.
2 went to Above the Rim soundtrack with Dog Pound for Life. Just a sweet gangsta beat. Last week, this was my number 1. They got switched. I know Brad brought this up earlier, but yeah, number 2.
Yeah, it killed me not to get it on there, but I was pretty sure it would make at least someone's list because it's a pretty iconic dog pound song. Rip Black, what is your number 2?
I am honored to say this hasn't been mentioned yet. It is off Dillinger and Young Gotti. We about to get fucked up. And that's how it starts. Kicks off with the hook. They're very passionate about getting fucked up. Very fun beat. Goes hard the whole time. I love that song.
Well, if you're gonna get fucked up, you might as well go all out and be passionate about
Oh,
it.
they just sounded like they loved it.
Right. I don't want no half-ass drinking and smoking
No.
weed here. But I'll rein it in and go to number 1. Whew. Such a dope song. And I was with Raven judging you. My number 1, Dog Pound Gangsta off of Dog Food. What a way to start off this debut album. You know, right away, no more rhymes, there's potent as pipe bombs, and it just stays dope through the whole song. You know, they take shots at Bone, ain't got no love for no hoes in harmony. I mean, that's a dope line. Daz on the beat again. And if you listen close, it's real light, but in the beat or overdubs, there's these like chants in some areas and gunshots in the back of the beat. And I didn't remember ever hearing. I don't know if I forgot about them or the more I listened to it, I was catching little things that you could just pick up. But Dog Pound Gangsta is like a blueprint for 90s West Coast gangsta rap music. There might not be a better way to do it. So I had to move it to number 1 because I'm a Dog Pound Gangsta. That was my number 1. What was yours, Brad?
All right, so here's the Record Store Day blue vinyl re-release, and it's interesting. Like again, I love all the songs you guys picked, and I didn't pick any of those. I don't like to dream about getting paid. That song is, first of all, I just love the fucking title, and I don't like dream about getting paid. I want to get rich. And so that just a song just immediately kind of hits on that level. But then there's like really good storytelling in it. I think it's Daz who like talks about how he was like has a job and comes home and he gets locked out of the house, and his homie's like, fuck that, start selling this shit. And you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just good. It's got Nate Dogg on the hook. Just every time, like, it doesn't even matter if I don't have time to listen to the full album and I want to hear Dog Pound, I listen to that song. It's just, for me, it's the most iconic Dog Pound song there is.
Yeah, great song. Didn't hit my honorable, but the whole album could have been an honorable mention. So you're just really nitpicking at that point. Raven, what is your number
My,
1?
so my number 1, this is probably like tied for number 1 West Coast beat of all time. Probably up there with Spice One's Born to Die, as like my favorite beats. And it's Mr. I Shot the Sheriff number 6 is Dog Pound Gangsters. It's just a perfect song, and it's the perfect way to open a near perfect album.
Well, I know it's not Ben's number 1. So what is your number 1?
It's been brought up, but I went to Murder Was a Case with What Would You Do? What more can be said? Classic, yeah, great classic fucking record. So,
All right, we'll move to the last pick.
dun 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 dun.
Nice. Rip Black, what's number 1?
What would you do?
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So
Good pick.
I like that more airy, like West Coast sound. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
I think
one of
so.
my favorite albums is Ice-T, Seventh Deadly Sin, and I feel like this has somewhat of that vibe. It's more catchy, but still like great song.
The Dog Pound
Oh,
honorable mentions. Everything that I had for honorable mention off of dog food got brought up. So the next one is Cali's Active, sitting on 23s, and it's all hood with Ice Cube on the hook. I wanted a Ice Cube verse listening to it, but I still liked it. I have two more from Dog Shit, Alberia, Everybody, and I had one more from the Wag album, Growing Up, kind of on the real type song. So those were my honorable mentions. Anything I'm forgetting?
Don't Stop Going featuring Nas from '04's Last of the Pound. Day to Die and We Ain't Feeling That from DP Geology. Dip With Me with RBX from Dillinger and Young Gotti. Those were the ones I mentioned.
New York 87 from some
Mm.
2012 compilation album I thought was really dope. And he rips on Puffy at the end of it. And so I was like, yeah, fuck Puffy.
Yeah,
Fuck
there's a lot
Buffy.
of people saying fuck Puffy nowadays. Yeah. It's great to get Dog Pound on. But yeah, otherwise, have a good night, everyone. And we'll do it again next week. See ya.
Still a b-boy, from the old to the new, still a b-boy. Too bold for the school, still a b-boy. East coast to the west, b-boys worldwide, we supposed to be blessed. Still a b-boy, from the old to the new, still a b-boy. Too bold for the school, still a b-boy. East coast to the west, b-boys worldwide, we supposed to be blessed.